I knew that I wanted something that was kind of as flat as I could get it.
I was looking for a monitor system which I can use in different listening situations.
With this set of monitors, they give off such true sound that I can just play them anywhere.
I was looking for an NS10 speaker, but I didn't want to buy an external amplifier. I checked out the HS50 and I really fell in love with them.
The purpose of a studio monitor is to deliver a perfectly flat and uncoloured representation of your music. I'm here today with the HS series of studio monitors. Straight away, you'll see that the HS monitors feature the recognisable white cones, which are often referred to as being very similar to the legendary NS10 monitor. The reason for this similarity is that they were actually designed by the same guy, Mr. Nakamura, so they share many of the same design principles as the original NS10Ms themselves. Let's take a closer look and ask some of the guys why they choose to use the HS speakers in their productions.
The main thing I was lacking for a long time was monitoring. I listened to other monitors that were more coloured, and whilst they might be a little bit more forgiving early on in a mix, I didn't think it was particularly helpful, especially when you translate into other systems. You know, you'd sort of do something and then you'd play it on something else and it would sound totally different. When I got these in here, it would just punch you in the face, basically. I think they're probably the flattest ones that I heard. They're very accurate, you know. You can get them to sound good in a multitude of scenarios.
A lot of my tracks actually get played in clubs and on radio. My mixes turned from this little puppy dog into a big monster. I don't have to go and listen to it on another set of monitors. So when it's played, it's not going to come over as too much mids or too much bass. I would definitely say with these monitors, it's the clarity, without a doubt.
I have these HS80 monitors which I use in this control room. I also take them with me when I'm on location recording, when I do live recording, and that's where I use the inbuilt EQs to adjust the monitor to the listening situation.
I mainly mix and work on the HS50, and it's very easy to mix on them. They perfectly translate to consumer speakers. During the process later on, I check on the bigger speakers, but mainly I work on the HS50, yeah.
The HS have been designed to deliver an exceptionally flat and accurate response that you would expect from a studio monitor, and in keeping with the tradition of the Yamaha NS10. However, the HS series are powered monitors featuring a bi-amp design, the HS50 with 70 watts of total power, 50 watts driving the woofer and 20 watt amp taking care of the high frequencies, and the HS80M featuring 120 watts of total power with a 75 watt amp powering the woofer and a 45 watt amp taking care of the high frequencies. For the HS50M, the frequency range is from 55 Hz to 20 kHz, and on his bigger brother, the HS80M, it covers a range of 42 Hz to 20 kHz, making them a practical choice for all music styles and genres. It also means that they're pretty handy speakers for many different applications, whether that be a home or project studio, education, live broadcasting, or anywhere where you just need an affordable yet accurate monitor. In terms of the design, let's take a look at the rear of these speakers. So here we can see that we have volume control at the top, and we can also see that they're a rear ported design. We have XLR and jack inputs for both balanced and unbalanced connections, which make them a very flexible and practical solution. And then down here we have various EQ and room controls, which means that you can set up these monitors and tailor them to the environment you're mixing in. So sometimes you may find yourself in a very small boxy room and you might end up with some nasty low end, and you can remove this and correct the room sound to your liking. On occasions where you need more bottom end, the HS10W powered subwoofer is the best choice for enhancing your HS monitor system. This subwoofer is perfect for all kinds of music where an accurate bass end is required. The speakers themselves offer full magnetic shielding, which means that you can have them placed close to your computer monitor, which of course is where a lot of these speakers will find themselves being positioned. And again, this is a very practical solution.
You can take them anywhere, you can adjust them, but then you've still got that kind of inner thing that the NS10's always had. So yeah, I mean they've probably cut my mixing time in half, I'd say.
You'll find the HS monitors in thousands of studios and home studios all over the world. What you can't hear over the internet is how detailed they sound, allowing you to focus in on your mixing your music. So why not take some of your mixes down to your local music shop and check out the HS series of studio monitors for yourself.